Hey everybody, it's the program here on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines,
Turn on machines.
and then we start talking. We're going to be here for an hour. It's Ben. Hey Ben.
Hey Kenny. It's good to be on the show again. Am I cracking up there?
Yeah.
Is that me or the speaker?
That was you. We fixed it. I fixed it here.
Okay. I like being fixed.
Here we go. How you doing today?
I feel pretty good. It's been a rough, I guess, a rough couple months, but I feel okay tonight. It was warm today, and
Yeah.
I got a magazine. I haven't really bought a magazine in a long time.
You bought it from the store?
Yeah, I bought it from Barnes & Noble. It's the UK edition of Wired. They talk about robots and a lot of robot stuff.
Why? That's like technology?
Yeah, it's like a technology magazine. It's real glossy.
Why'd you get the UK version?
Because it was better.
No, the American version's gotta be better. Really? I don't know. I've never seen the magazine. Did you look at the American version and the UK version and decide on the?
I did. I looked at them both. I like the way the UK version looked better. I feel like people maybe not that magazine, but maybe some of those people dumb down things for an American audience.
Yeah. Is it a similar like articles, or is like the same wording and stuff, or did you look at that?
No, it's a completely different animal, but I don't know if they were the same months. You know, I think not to be like a Europhile or anything, but I think sometimes maybe people have a higher intellectual standard over in Europe than they do in the United States.
It's because it's stuck up.
They're stuck up and they're smarter.
No, we're smarter. We're smarter than Europe.
I mean, I love being an American.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not.
If you think they're so smart, you should go over there. That's what I'd say.
I would.
All right.
I will.
Well, have you ever been on the show before?
I was on the show when I'm forgetting the name now. When Transfix played at State and Queens.
Yeah.
And you just reminded me before we went on air that I was on the show.
At the Boyer.
At the Boyer, I think I was working, or was I just drinking?
I don't know.
I think it might have been both, because I don't really remember it.
It's one of the top episodes on YouTube, though. So.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not bragging about being that drunk, but I was apparently that drunk that I didn't really remember. It's good to be cautious with alcohol, I think.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, you know, in this town, people aren't.
Yeah, look out. Don't drink too hard, or be responsible.
Yeah, don't drink too hard out there. So, you know, when you're on the show, I've watched a few episodes, you reference people out there, like we're talking to an audience.
It's the viewers, yeah, the viewers are watching right now.
Do you have a lot of return viewers?
Hi, viewers. Are you having a good night tonight? I think they probably are. It's Tuesday, middle of the week, so.
It seems like all you guys out there are kind of just recklessly disregarding what day of the week it is, because there's no real way to predict what's going to be happening when I'm working downtown or walking around. And you just think that it's, you know, Friday every night or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you want somewhere to go in the morning?
Yeah, I think if I had to give a blanket statement of advice to all you viewers out there, it would be, you know, get a job. Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Oh, get a fucking job. That would
be.
Why are we allowed to swear and then you can't say? Because you don't even really hear fuck on like HBO that much. You see, like,
yeah, you do.
Do you? Okay, I don't really watch HBO, but
I've seen like. I like Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's an HBO show.
Oh, he says fuck a lot.
All the time, yeah.
There's so what is the difference between? Because if I was on the local news and I said, "Hey, Olympia, vote for me, get a fucking job,"
I think they're
this guy's nuts. We're not voting for him.
I think they're in the boundaries of their sponsors, and I think mostly in money, and we're not by the bounds of law. Whereas we are the only boundaries we are under the boundaries of general law, which goes into under obscenity. And to be obscene, you have to be pretty nasty.
Did you show? Have you ever showed nudity on the show, Kennedy?
We've shown
Kennedy's
some
your name.
a couple of guys when they asked that and I said no, and they showed their ass.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the first thought that came into my head. But if someone's already done it, I think I'll probably just not mess up.
They showed their ass, but if you really want to, you could. But I don't want to see that much on TV. If I was watching TV and that happened,
It's like a butt.
I'm like, yeah.
But it's like a public butt of somebody you know.
Yeah.
It's not like Natalie Portman's butt
Yeah.
or like.
It's okay, but I mean, do you really want to do that? You know, somebody might see that and it's
Yeah,
up
they
to
might
you.
freak out. I mean, there's the internet too. You know, there's a lot of like people there that might be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, we're not gonna vote for you because you swore on the news, and then you showed your ass on that show."
Are you trying to be political? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, or just whatever. Maybe you're trying to like be prom queen or king.
Yeah.
And they're like, "No way, you don't uphold the values of this private school that
Prom queens don't swear.
you don't go to." No. Did you get A's when you were in school, Kenny?
No. I should have gotten A's. You know, maybe I should have studied harder. How about you?
No, no way, man. I mean, it's lack of aptitude. It wasn't ever a question of intellect. Not that, you know, I'm a particularly intelligent person, only that the nature of the material in public schools is pretty dumbed down.
Yeah.
Kind of a lowest common denominator sort of thing, so.
Trying to get people through maybe a babysitting service.
Yeah, well, that's back to that Europe-America thing, you know. I'm not, like I said, we got wide open plains and we buy a lot of fireworks, and I think that's really cool. But
If you keep bringing up this Europe thing, I'm gonna mention that
I'll just say
looking European.
Thank you. I think, or actually, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, if you're just talking all about it now, and I'm feeling a little bit attacked as a country here. I think that our country's school system is great, and you know, just as good as the other countries, and you know, especially Europe.
I don't know about the school system per se, but you look at the books and the movies that are popular over in a country like France, where I would never live because I don't.
Yeah, it sounds like you need to go to Europe, Ben. I don't know.
I was there.
Yeah.
I'd go back, but I would, you know, I bet people. I think there's a higher intellectual standard in places like Argentina.
Do you want a high intellectual standard though? I don't want to be standardized, and I prefer it to be low. I don't want people to, you know, think. It sounds like a judgment. Like the bar is set high. I mean, you want a high bar and you have to be smarter than at a certain level. I'd rather, you know, keep it low. I think the low bar is a good thing.
Sometimes it's just this, you know, it's like a culture arts thing. Like, I see a movie, and it's not even like a movie that's talking about space-time or what other intelligent thing, philosophy or whatever. But it's like a good movie, and it's like well-made. And then I see that it has a really bad rating, and then I see that, you know, Rainy with a Chance of Meatballs in 3D is doing much better than this film.
Well,
I think the TV shows people like a lot of times are kind of dumbed down.
yeah, those are mass market appeal movies and TV shows, and I think those are popular everywhere.
Yeah,
You
you're
know, I don't
probably
think
right.
I think the mass market is going to be a dumbed down audience, and that's how you're going to make money. If you want to be, you know, stimulating and challenging, then I think the majority of people aren't going to be into that, and then you're not going to, you know, get
Maybe it's
much
because
bank
they're
on
not
it.
used to being stimulated and challenged.
We want to get money. You're not going to make money stimulating and challenging, I think, you know.
Like, I sent my dog to Montessori school because he was just not doing well in public school, and he was just chewing on stuff, and he ate my passport.
Oh, that's probably expensive, huh?
Yeah, and he pooped a lot in the room, and I said, you know, it's not that he's dumb or disobedient, he's just really not being challenged, so I took him out of public school and put him in Montessori school for dogs. The only location,
Like religious school, monastery school, like monks? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's like a kinesthetic learning environment.
Hey, look at that. It's time for the dice game. You know about the dice game?
No.
What happens Dalmations here. We're going to get out a pen. We're going to write a number down on our hands between 1 and 6. And we're going to be rolling some dice. We're going to be rolling a total of 6 dice throughout the program. We're going to try to think of rolling the dice and visualize the number that gets rolled. And we're going to try to visualize it and write down a number on our hand that we think is going to be coming up. 1 through 6. Here you go.
Any number 1 through 6. All right.
Yeah.
Do I show you my number? Or do I need to keep it a secret?
It's up to you.
I show the people at home. I don't know if they can see this. I can't. Do I have sunglasses on? Oh, it's getting.
Yeah, you got. Oh, you got a 3.
Give it 3.
Here we go. We're gonna roll a dice. You wanna roll a dice? We're gonna roll one to start off with.
1 dice.
1 dice, yeah.
Should we roll in this copy of The Fugitive?
Yeah. It's 6. I lost.
It's a 6. What did you have?
I have a 2.
We're both thinking low.
We still have 5 more dice. Each dice is worth 500 points, so we still have 3,500 points to go out of a possible, or 2,500 out of possible 3,000 points to go.
I like this game.
Looks like we got a voicemail. The only voicemail we got today is from, I think this is you.
It might be.
So
I did leave you a voicemail there. Well, I thought it was your number. I just called.
Trying to like find the place or something?
No, I think I'm talking about. I think it was this morning, and I was hanging out at the hot tub house.
Yeah.
Building a night.
All right. See what you had to say this morning.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Kenny, this is Ben. I'm trying to get a hold of you because I want to be on the show today. But I guess if I'm recording this, I'll also be on the show tomorrow or something. I'm in the hot tub house. I'm naked and I'm holding a knife.
Whoa.
Just
living on the edge.
I like the way it feels. It's not a violent thing at all. I got your message last night. My phone was dead. You should give me a call if you can. I think I have another number for you. I'm going to try to reach you on that because
that's my personal number.
Bobby and I, we're going to come on the show today and we're going to talk about.
Bobby couldn't make it.
We're going to talk about incarceration.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to talk about little robots that live in your bloodstream.
Little
and
nanobots
make you smarter. So
you're all about being
I'll
smart.
try to get a hold of you, Kenny.
You were was it a kitchen knife or like a hunting knife? What kind of knife you were holding when you're naked?
Well, that was the weird thing. It had a handle like a kitchen knife, but it was about that long. Usually knives like that are shaped in a certain way, but it didn't really have an edge, you know. It looked like it was for stabbing somebody, like those knives that bikers in movies carry.
Yeah.
But it was thin metal like a kitchen knife. It didn't really make any sense. There's a lot of little artifacts kind of chilling around the house that don't really make a lot of sense to me, but it's fun because I can just pick them up. I can just say, hey, I'm going to go hang out with Kenny on the TV. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to put it in my hair.
Oh, yeah.
And Kenny's going to say I look like I'm from Europe.
Europe, yeah.
And it's going to be fun. We're not going to maybe understand the whole big picture today, tomorrow, or in the next few years, but eventually these little things we accumulate build who we are.
Yeah. So you want to talk about incarceration that you said in your message?
Yeah, we can talk about incarceration. Do you want to do this like interview style, or?
Yeah, I guess so. But you said earlier that you had gotten out of jail, right?
Yeah, I was just in jail for 58 days. I went in on September 11th.
Oh.
And I got out last Thursday night.
Wow.
And it was I was in the work release program. I don't know.
So you got to go downtown every day then?
I got to go downtown, but I was confined to my 2 work locations, which are the lovely Old School Pizza, which is a sponsor that loves vulgarity, and Quality Burrito, who I'm not sure what their position on vulgarity is, but I know there's sometimes a lot of little sexy pictures drawn everywhere, like cats and buttholes at Old School, so I think they're down with the swearing.
Those are pretty good places to be able to go to work release in then.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, what's the difference between jail and just like not being very social? In that sense, it doesn't seem like it's that much different.
As far as wait, rephrase the quote. What do you?
Because if you're going back to jail and then you leave to go to work and then you just go back to jail, that's pretty much what I do anyway. I mean, I do the program and do some other stuff too, but like, that's what a lot of people just do with their life if you get to go to work. So.
Well, it was kind of in a way relaxing because I like being social and I like being out, but I think for me. This town is really overwhelming sometimes. Sometimes I just want to go home, but I feel like I have to go somewhere because all my friends are doing really cool shit that I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice to be like, you know what, I'm going to go read and ask a guard if I can take a shower.
Oh, yeah. How did they get you to the work release? Did they have to bring you there? Or?
A lot of people have asked me that question. I would have been pretty excited if the police had driven us around, but they don't have the resources for that. I had to provide my own transportation back and forth. It's just up by the courthouse. I don't know if a lot of people know, but the courthouse has a jail behind it. It's actually the predominant amount of that land is just this jail. And then in front of the jail, there's a double trailer, and that's the work release. It's the trailer jail.
That's what you were in, trailer jail?
I was in trailer jail. It's kind of ironic because I think, you know, trailer jail is a lot of methy folks in there.
Yeah, they're just going to a new trailer. Like they maybe live in a trailer in their life, and then they go to jail, and it's another trailer.
Yeah, meth is not to say that everyone who lives in a trailer does meth, or that living in a trailer is a bad thing. I've lived in a trailer. I have friends who live in trailers, but it's just kind of like this cultural thing, this meth culture thing. Meth is really...
There's a lot of meth people in jail?
Yeah, it's really gross. It's really an addictive substance, and it's really...
Were those people in jail, were they in jail for meth or like other things? And maybe, I mean, meth driven, but like...
Well, it seems like a lot of people who are high on meth all the time like to steal stuff.
Yeah.
That comes not from my stereotype, even though I kind of had that stereotype, but from people telling me, I don't know why I would steal things, but I get high on meth and steal things.
Yeah, that's what people said in jail?
That's what people said in jail. For the most part, people were pretty nice. It was just hanging out with the boys. You get to smoke cigarettes in there, which you can't do.
Inside?
Well, no.
Oh.
But out on this little the porch.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 vending machines, which I will describe. There was a Pepsi vending machine, and a Coca-Cola vending machine, and like a general candy vending machine, which I think should have socks in it, but didn't. And then there was a sandwich ice cream vending machine.
Whoa!
So
you can drink all the soda and so all those big name products are still right at your disposal.
Well, we live in a democratic country, so you did have the choice between Coke and Pepsi, which was really great for me because one of my only allergies is to Pepsi, and I prefer Coca-Cola.
And they cigarette vending machine too? Is that?
No, they didn't. They didn't have a coffee or cigarette vending machine, which is kind of absurd to me because I probably would, have spent all of my money on coffee in there. They allowed you to have instant coffee, but it was kind of hard to get a hold of it when I was just at work 70 hours a week.
I mean, you could ask people, your coworkers, to bring it in for you or something.
Yeah, or like my girlfriend brought me stuff, and like every 2 weeks you get a pass and you can leave for like 8 hours to go do whatever. I saw the new Cormac McCarthy movie. It was really good, but it got bad ratings because they needed to make room for Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Yeah.
Did you have to wear orange jumpsuits or?
No, that's another cool thing about work release. I mean, those clothes look like I have in the past. I've been in jail situations where I've had to wear those, but this, you got to wear your own clothes, which was really great. The jumpsuits are really dehumanizing. They're very uncomfortable, and they kind of make you feel like you're really weak all the time.
Are they connected, the pants? And the
no,
shirts?
it's sort of like an elastic waistband. It would be. I think it would be cool if they were jumpsuits.
Yeah.
I think that there'd be a lot more dancing in
it's
jail.
info time. Can you read this?
What? It's info
Now
time.
it's info time.
Here Here are the answers to some frequently asked questions about the program you're watching. It might now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me. It's a call-in television talk show this is fucked up, Kenny. 7 days a week, it's every night at 11:30, TCTV 22 episode airing. Can the audience see what I'm trying to read right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so they know about the blinding pixel forest. It's making
you
this
want to do
difficult.
that too much? Yeah.
Oh, that blinding pixel forest was us. A program on YouTube. Anyone can be on the program, especially you. Your Daily Hour with Me relies on community for content, so give us a call at 260-836-4384. Oh, I see. The lines are all moving in a different side.
Yep.
Your day.
Sorry, I didn't do a very good job reading
That's
that.
okay. Most people don't.
Yeah, I shouldn't have worn sunglasses, but I'm not taking them off. It's too late.
People see your eyes, maybe they'll know you.
They'll know who I am.
So, what they feed you in there in the joint? People call it the joint, or
The joint I think is generally a term reserved for prison, and I don't know if some viewers know the distinction. I think a lot of people think that
yeah. Where did you draw the line?
the prison is a place, at least in the state of Washington, where people who are serving over a year sentence go, and it's a little bit harder to get in there. There's people who commit a series of very serious crimes, and they usually wind up doing time in jail. The difference, though, is that in jail you just kind of sit in a cell if you're not in work release or another program, and you don't do anything, and you're in a really small room. But in prison, because people are there serving 40, 50 years sometimes, life sentences, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years. There's a lot of stuff you can do. There's programs. But I think it's a lot easier to maybe run into some social trouble with people in jail, I think, or in prison, excuse me. Whereas people in jail aren't really that aggressive.
Because they're just waiting to get out.
They're just wusses.
Yeah, if they want to get out, people in prison, they don't think they're getting out. Doesn't seem like it's very soon.
They got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They're like, I gotta get, I'm gonna tattoo my forehead, and I'm gonna jump on you.
So I think most of the stuff that I'm thinking about, and the questions I would ask you, would pertain to prisons and not jails.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think a lot of the stuff people have about prisons, the conceptions people have about prisons are also false. You know, there's we live in the country with the highest percentage of incarceration of any country in written history of the human race, which I think is a fucking embarrassment.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
The sort of idea is jail being a place where people just sit around and lift weights, and I don't know, it's entirely accurate. I think a lot of jails don't even have weights anymore.
Oh wow, did yours?
No, there were no weights where I was. We developed our own exercises.
But
you get creative.
just doing like push-ups and like, you know, self weight stuff or whatever.
My favorite thing to do was I got to come home at night and get an hour to take a shower or do whatever, and there was a bucket in the bathroom, and I just bring it in the shower with me, and I let it fill up with water, and I do curls with the bucket and shoulder exercises. And then I poured the water out. But they found out people were doing exercises with the bucket, and they didn't want people doing that, so they threw it away, which I think is strange.
They took your bucket privileges.
They took my bucket privileges.
Why did they not want you doing that?
Because they're assholes.
They just want to take your fun? Or
It's a rule, you know, the system's bigger than everybody in it, and the guards are miserable. The guards were actually all pretty nice. I liked a lot of them. They're not bad guys. I can't really say anything negative about them. You know, they did stuff like that, little things, but it's not the rules they made. But they could have been pretty big assholes to all of us and gotten away with it, but they weren't. Some of them were really funny people and told really funny jokes. They're just very entertaining men to be around.
How's the food?
Food's terrible, but I ate a lot of, burritos and pizza, and occasionally I got other food brought to me.
Oh, you got work food, yeah.
You know, work food.
So you don't need to eat the food. So did you just skip most of the food while you're in there, or did you still eat?
Well, one thing that's annoying about work release, and regular jails not like this, I don't know about prison, but they serve lunch at 10 a.m. and they serve breakfast at 6 a.m.
Well, that's super early.
It's way too early, and then they don't serve dinner till 5. So
That's
in
early
between,
too.
between 10 and 5, you don't really eat, and then after that, you just gotta sleep. So people eat a lot of chips. You know, a lot of people get, you know, start to get sick just from eating a bunch of crap in there.
Out of the, they had to eat the vending machine food only.
Yeah, vending machine food and these sandwiches.
Vending machine sandwiches on those. Yeah, that seems pretty gross.
Yeah, it was gross.
How about like gangs or like white supremacists or race cult, I guess, gangs with it?
There was a couple guys in there. I would say where I was at any given point, you know, because it fluctuates a lot. People get in, they get out. You know, it's never the same people day to day. But I'd say that it maintained to be about 80% Caucasian. I didn't.
But that's just because it's kind of they're all Olympia people, right?
Yeah, it's all Olympian. You know, the Northwest is a pretty predominantly white place.
Yeah.
But there were folks from all races in there. Not a lot of Hispanic people, but there's not a lot of Hispanic people in Olympia.
So was everybody in the jail from Thurston County? I mean, it must have been right, Thurston County Jail.
A lot of them got transferred. A friend of mine who was going to be on the show tonight but couldn't come got transferred from Texas because he broke a law here. So he's kind of a pickle. He's here for the winter, I think, which is going to be.
Is he still in jail?
No, he's out. He's got out before me. But there were guys in there that they had. There were a couple guys in there who had white supremacist tattoos. But when you talk to these guys, they didn't give off the impression that those were their politics. And I think what happens to a lot of people is, you know, most of these guys were in their 40s or 50s. I think what happens is a lot of times they go in to prison for long sentences when they're kids, and they kind of join a gang to have
Protection.
for protection.
Yeah.
But there was no racial tension. Oh, one guy said that he wished that Centralia was still run by the KKK.
Yeah.
And everyone just kind of told him to shut the fuck up, which was the proper response to that statement.
Well, that's good. So it sounds like it was probably, out of all jails, maybe Olympia jail is probably a pretty nice one, as far as that kind of thing goes.
It wasn't terrible. It was inconvenient. The jail is terrible. I was there for 3 days. It's a pretty rough place.
A work release. So everybody that you were in there they were all work release people?
There's work release, and then the other side is guys who do the work crew, which is the guys you see on the side of the highway picking up trash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to name names, and I think I'm safe to say this, but a funny thing is some of these guys, they found some psychedelic mushrooms when they were picking up trash.
On the road?
Yeah, so they were all tripping balls in jail, which to me sounds like the worst thing that a human being could experience.
Yeah.
They were having a great time.
Well, if you're just going to stare at a wall, and that's all you can do.
Yeah, well, there's a TV. I think they all organized tripping balls around Sunday because that's when The Walking Dead was on. They wanted to
You could watch The Walking Dead in jail?
For a little bit. It always turned off before the end because of lockdown.
Oh, what time is that?
Lockdown, there are several lockdowns during the day. I was rarely there for a full day. The lockdown at the end of the night is at 10 when people go to bed.
Did you get more days at work? Like you tell people at work, you're like, I need to work more because I'm doing this work release thing. So if I'm
both the management at QB and Old School were super generous, and they were very understanding, and they're just good people, and they help the community, and they run legitimate businesses with awesome food, and they treat their employees well. They're both places that I think our viewers should support and probably already do. You know, it's good.
Yeah, I like those places. Hey, halfway through the program.
Halfway through the program. Should we do like a recap about?
What just happened in the last half hour?
I don't know if people will tune in and out. Maybe.
Sure. Hey, it's time for the
We
next
got a
dice game, though. So.
All right. Are we writing another number down?
No, we're holding on to our numbers from before.
so
We're gonna roll
we
2
get a
dice this
chance.
time, though.
Okay. So, this is
The last dice we rolled was a 6.
the statistical probability of this. Our numbers is getting higher and higher.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, double
that's
ones though.
double
So we
ones.
lost. Snake eyes.
Snake eyes are cool though.
Yeah.
When I,
still have half the dice to go. Really. So we could still have a good chance of winning.
I really like snakes, and when I was a kid, I found out it was called snake eyes, and sometimes I just roll dice over and over again to get snake eyes.
Yeah.
I'm not as an adult as entertained by things like that anymore. I need really drastic, intense stuff to happen to keep me amused. It's kind of sick.
Mhm.
It's usually the other way around. I think kids need. It's getting, shit gets weird.
I think kids are more entertained than adults in general.
Yeah, you can give a kid a cardboard box.
Yeah. Play with it forever.
I just get paid to take cardboard boxes apart.
Do you sometimes think you're taking down imaginary toys?
Yeah, I'm like, there goes your spaceship. Sorry, we lost funding.
Did you, so, like, do they get cable? Do they get basic cable? How far do they go? Because they at least get A&E. I think that's what channel The Walking Dead is on.
They got A&E. Actually, it's on AMC. They have that.
AMC.
I actually, the last 3 episodes of Breaking Bad were on in there, and I accidentally saw them when I shouldn't. But I only got to see part of them, so it was sort of frustrating. But then I got to see them on my breaks. But
How about the, but do they get, like, MTV?
There's a list of channels. The thing that happened with the TV is that most of the time it was ESPN. I saw more football in the last 2 months than I've ever seen in my whole life. But it's a majority rule. Most of the guys in it like to watch the football games, and I'm not. I'm just one dude,
Well,
We watched a lot of Ancient Aliens, which is a show that I have zero respect for.
yeah.
I mean, we could do that show right now. I mean, I'll give you an example. Hey, Kenny, in World War II, there were a lot of blimps. What if those blimps were extraterrestrial?
Yeah, what if? And then they show...
And then it's like, and then it's just
flashes.
a picture of a blimp, and it's like, I think, or they'd say like, what if the angels from the Bible were actually these aliens that look like they're on the X-Files? It's like, well, for as much as technology is advanced, I don't think these artists were stupid. I think they probably would have just painted an alien rather than like a dude with wings.
Yeah, lots of just pondering and not any actual things. There's like lots of hypothesis or what if.
I wouldn't mind smoking pot with the guy who kind of has the receding hairline. It's all curly, but I haven't.
Aliens, yeah.
I haven't smoked pot in months, so I think if I did, he'd probably like actually melt my mind in a physical way.
They give you drug tests in jail?
They did. I passed them all with flying colors.
Did you see any?
I was sober the whole time.
Did you see anybody fail them?
There were a lot of people who got dragged out of there for doing drugs. There was one kid who went out and he did heroin.
On his work release time?
And he was in Lakewood. He was supposed to be in Olympia. He was supposed to be at work. He was in Lakewood doing heroin.
He skipped work?
Yeah, he skipped work. And what happened is he showed up at 3 in the morning when I showed up, but no one else was supposed to be there. And he had a hospital bracelet on.
Mm-hmm.
And what he did, Kenny, was he stabbed himself.
Oh my
so
God.
he would go to the hospital and get painkillers. So when his UA showed up dirty for heroin, that he would have an excuse. But the problem with that is if there's any place or any group of people that can validate the fact that you fake stabbed yourself, it's a group of doctors at a hospital.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is
he
what
probably
they
was.
immediately did. So he went back to real jail. A very nice but kind of stupid kid.
I'm sure he wasn't thinking straight if he's on the heroin there. It's probably a bit messes with your cognition.
I've never done heroin. I think it's probably a pretty not good for people. I think if people are out there, they should get the UK edition of Wired magazine and not do heroin.
Yeah. Magazines, not heroin.
Yeah, magazines are cooler than heroin. You know, Kenny, I miss when Mad Magazine used to be good.
Were you around for that? Because I think that was like the 70s, or is it?
No, it was okay before they sold out to AOL, which is not
AOL about Mad Magazine?
AOL, which is hilarious now. But I think they were merged with Time Warner, so there's still Time and Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
It was AOL Time Warner, and now it's. I mean, kids
Nobody wants to be
today.
associated with AOL.
You could probably legally date someone who doesn't know what AOL is. You know, not out of ignorance, but out of the fact that it's never been around while they've been alive. Maybe in 10 years we'll Google who.
Or I heard a statistic that AOL still has a lot of dial-up customers. But I don't know.
In the United States.
Yeah, maybe.
I heard from people that landlines are getting popular again because people don't want to be bugged by their cell phones.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to have a device on you all the time where you could play chess and look at pornography whenever you want, but I guess some people are just
I don't have a cell phone.
pastoral.
I do I have a Wi-Fi phone, so whenever I get into a Wi-Fi zone, my device turns into a phone. But if I'm out and about, I can't be called.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Is that the phone I called you on is a Wi-Fi phone?
it's a Wi-Fi phone.
I think people should love their gadgets, you know. I think people are very technophobic in this town. I think that if you want robotic limbs, you should go do it.
Yeah.
And then you should give me a hug with them because I want to know what that feels like.
You're big into these robots. What else about? So you want to talk about nano robots?
We're talking
or
about
something?
nanobots. There's development. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about this. You know, these robots, they're going to be able to go into our brains, and they're going to be able to augment our intelligence. They're going to be able to go into our bloodstream and remove plaque. They're going to be able to regulate organ health. They're going to be able to develop sensors so you can tell, you know, I could say, hey, Kenny, your sensor says this, you need to drink some water.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd be like, hey, man, it's cool, the sensor's broken, I drank enough water, and I'm getting a new sensor tomorrow. And I'd be like, oh, my bad.
Well,
that's the future.
Sounds like if they get all that stuff, I would be worried about, getting a computer virus that's gonna
That's a possibility.
give you weird side effects, computer viruses, and maybe loss of humanity. You know, if all those nanobots are in your brain.
It'll be a total loss of humanity.
Yeah, like
But
what's real? If
it'll be a growth.
If the nanobots are in your brain, then how much is you and how much is a nanobot?
Well, the thing is that computers function in pretty much the same way that we do. The only thing they lack is emotional intelligence, which is actually far more advanced than being able to memorize a million facts. So I don't have a problem with becoming a transhuman cyborg. But getting a computer virus, that's a risk if you become a transhuman cyborg. But hopefully you can have like a firewall.
Yeah. That's kind of. I mean, we're getting close to that with Google Glasses. You know, it's moving closer and closer into our heads. So.
A woman was ticketed and fined a great amount of money for wearing Google Glasses while driving.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I haven't even seen anybody with actual Google Glasses.
What I'm excited about, Kenny, is I love road trips and I hate driving. And it's been this really awful contradiction that I've lived with. But Google is making a self-driving car. Can you imagine saying, hey, car, let's go to Oakland or Miami. You just sit in the back. You could do the show in the back of the car, and the car could just drive you around. You could read a book. You could do anything. You could read a book on the show in the back of a car, and the car would just drive. The margin of human error is enormous in cars. A lot of people die every year. It's very tragic. But the margin of error of these self-driving cars is much less. Yet people seem to be terrified of it because it's a computer. It doesn't make much sense to me.
How did the computers know what's going on around them and stuff, though?
I'm not a programmer, so I couldn't tell you. But they have 6 sensors. They're fast tests.
It's time for a commercial break.
Our commercial break. I'm gonna go pee.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Dance, Oli, dance. Dance, Oli, dance. Live TV dance party. First Friday of each month. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. TCTV Studio A. 440 Yager Way. Oh yeah.
Coming up tomorrow on the program, it's a message from the future.
Your daily hour with me.
Yeah, hey, it's the commercial. We're here with Sam tonight. We talk about, it's Magic Week. We have this Magic TV stone.
I did a really cool magic trick.
What else? We talked to, listened to Mr. Ginsey's messages, and we have a lot of varying subjects, more than normal. It's 11:30 and 2 a.m. every night on TCTV channel 22. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we're back. Did you have a good commercial break, viewers? Most people don't. You actually took your commercial break to do a thing.
Yeah, I went and peed. I just realized that I look like a huge asshole right now.
Oh, well, I wouldn't go that far.
That's okay though. I'm kind of planned,
You're dressed up. This is not.
Yeah, I'm on TV.
This is not your normal look. You were going to go on TV and you wanted to get dressed up.
No, normally I'm wearing a minivan.
Wearing it.
Yeah, like I'm real suburban normally. I like to,
Oh yeah.
I like to play golf, but I don't know anything about golf, and I'm not very good at it.
Have you ever been on TV before in the past?
I've been on TV a couple times, I think. When I was a kid, I got interviewed about fireworks, and I lied because I thought they wanted to hear a certain thing. They asked my opinion on legal fireworks, and I should have said I love them, but I didn't want to get in trouble. So I said, be safe. I don't want people to be safe with fireworks. It makes them less fun.
What's the point of that?
I think people should be crazy with fireworks. I read this thing in the UK edition of Wired. They did this awesome thing. I would love to have this job, Kenny. There's these people, and they go to buildings in places like Detroit that are pretty much still well-established, functioning buildings. They're not dilapidated or anything, and they just rig up all these sensors everywhere and to all these computers to gather all this information, and then they just burn these buildings to the fucking ground.
Whoa.
And the reason is to help architects design buildings that are more resistant towards fires to help save people's lives, which is cool because it's really dumb when people die in like crazy accidents. There's no point. It's sad.
We're gonna call Sam. He's scheduled to be here tomorrow. So here we go, calling Sam. Sam can balance stuff on his face, like chairs and kayaks.
It's Big Sam. I know Sam.
Oh yeah, you do? Well, you can talk to him then.
I saw a video of him doing the lawnmower. Is he gonna balance stuff?
Nope.
Hi, Sam. It's the program.
Hey, what's up, Kenny? How you doing, man?
Hey, good. We're here with Ben. He says he knows you.
Hey Sam. It's Ben Farr.
It's Ben who?
Farr. You know me. I can't say from where though.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah.
I just got out of
What's up, man? How are you?
Pretty good. I just got out of the annex on Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. It was wild. It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I know that annex, man.
Oh, we're hearing all about it today from Ben. Your schedule.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's a different kind of scene.
It's a crazy one.
So yeah, you're scheduled to be here tomorrow, Sam.
I sure am, and I'm gonna be there
At 10:30.
at 10:30. Correct.
Have you ever tried to balance anything on your face, Ben?
No, but I was telling one of the guards in the annex, they were talking about, some of these world records are things I've never even thought of doing. I overheard the guards saying that. I said, my buddy just broke a world record for balancing a lawnmower on his chin. And they were like, that's incredible. I said, you're damn right it is.
I'm glad I could give the guards at the Thurston County Correctional Center a laugh.
Yeah, they're fans. I told them to look it up on YouTube.
That's why I do what I do, is to make prison guards laugh.
Impress the guards. Hey,
Yeah.
do you remember Hal Payne? Was he a guy when you were around? He used vague speech?
Maybe, I don't know.
He wears really cool shirts. They got high thread counts. He's funny as hell.
That's good. I'm glad they're comfortable.
Yeah.
I actually did. I don't know. I never had too much of a problem with guards, stuff like that. I had a problem with a lot of the laws.
Yeah, the laws of the guards, I think, hate the laws more than the inmates do, because they got to deal with them every day. We just deal with them for a couple months, and then we move on until we break them again.
It's been a long time since I've been in there, and I hope that it stays a long time since I've been in there.
When you were in there, did they have Pepsi and Coke? Because they have Pepsi and Coke now, which I think is really nice of them.
I don't remember. I didn't spend too much time in the annex. I was only in there a couple days. I spent the rest of my time in regular jail.
Oh yeah,
man.
That's not as much fun.
No, it's not fun at all.
Yeah, well, we talked to Ben all about it. I don't know if you want to tell us about that. It's something pretty crazy stuff. But we'll see you tomorrow.
I can tell you guys some, yeah, I can tell you guys some stories tomorrow, maybe.
It's the incarceration episode part 2 tomorrow, plus world record breaking.
Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe we'll keep it easy too. I mean, it's 2 days of incarceration talk's gonna.
Okay, cool. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Kenny. Okay.
Hey, thanks, Sam. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, but I know. Well, I wouldn't have ever known about that from Sam.
If Sam was not a human being, I think that he would just be a giant ball of benevolent light.
Yeah, Sam's pretty awesome. He's gonna be here tomorrow. He balanced the chair on his chin. I tried to do it. I couldn't really do it.
You started with a chair? Sam told me he started with beer cans, like tall boys and stuff, and then he worked his way up from there to like bottles.
Yeah, well,
I think like party tricks, and then he's like, hey, why not a kayak?
He just did that chair over there, and I just tried to do the same thing, and he just couldn't do it at all. Here we're gonna call Freddie, the producer. We're gonna find out how the production end is going.
I think Freddie would be just like maybe a ball of light, but a different. Maybe he'd be like a rainbow reflecting off of.
Most people, you think most people would be some kind of energy ball if they weren't people? Or
Hey, program.
Some people would just be balls of hair.
Hey, Freddie.
Hey, Freddie.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. I got a little bit of a maybe scratchy throat, but I'm trying to take care of it. Drink some tea.
Oh no.
Working on old
Freddie,
episodes of the program.
There's a lot of pneumonia going around. Be careful.
Oh, that's a symptom? Is that a?
Wait, what was that?
There's a lot of. Ben says there's a lot of pneumonia. We're here with Ben. He's talking about jail.
Oh no, I mean not about that, but the pneumonia. I hope it's not pneumonia. I've worked.
I don't want to scare you. The best way to not get pneumonia is to remove all the water from your lungs.
Cool. That's yeah, like oh man, that's how do you do that?
I don't know.
Well, I'll try it.
Do you have any questions
Glad
about?
you're on the show.
Oh, Ben is here. Do you have any questions about jail or about to ask Ben in general?
I guess I guess the only question I have is, do you think that, I don't know, like, does the system that we use, do you think it actually does anything to deter people from doing things again?
Not at all.
I've heard that.
It's time for the final dice game.
Whoa.
We're gonna roll 3 dice this time.
Where's the third dice?
There should be some.
Oh, it's right here.
Everywhere, yeah. So far the numbers are 1, 1, and or dang it, Freddie, what number do you want?
6.
All right, well.
Well, you won.
You won, yeah. There's triple ones. If anybody had a 1, they would have won, but it's a good thing that you picked the number because otherwise everybody would have lost.
Oh, whoa. Well, good, yeah. I like 6. It's a good number.
You're the winner.
Yay.
How's the production end going?
It's going pretty good. There was a little. Bill called me today, and he was saying something about the episode. He couldn't find today's episode, so I ran it back over there. We should be on TV scheduled, and we're keeping up on YouTube. So yeah, things are going pretty good. Last year, a year ago today, it was Amy Simetz on the program, episode 786.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And then the year before that, in 2011, it was episode 420. It was Scott Lewis in the garage sale. And then episode 65 was in 2010. So that's the production end.
Yeah, Amy Simetz is a moderately famous actress.
Have you guys ever thought about doing a montage of best of, like 3-second clips of wacky shit that's happened on the show?
I've definitely put thought into it, but we have it's over 6 weeks of time, like of actual time, I think, right? Is it?
Yeah.
That long?
It is, yeah.
So
I think almost everything you've done has been blindingly prolific. I think I've heard that people can reference Hot Rush songs and you don't even know what they're talking about because there's so many of them.
it's true. They go by real fast. And same with the program. I wouldn't know about it because there's so much time. If we were trying to edit anything, they say it takes like a second a minute. So
you could
each second is a minute?
A second a minute to edit a thing,
Have you guys thought about investing in a Japanese supercomputer that maybe could analyze the footage?
Oh yeah, it could analyze the most likely parts of each episode to be popular.
You feed in data like if someone is holding a gun, that's what we want. If someone is naked, if someone is crying, tears of joy.
That wouldn't be too much stuff, and really, I think the program is more about subtle minutia. So it's hard to create a best of reel when it's more just about being consistent than specifically entertaining.
That's an excellent point.
Well, hey, thanks, Freddie.
Hey, thanks to you. Thanks for being here, Ben, too. It's nice to hear from you.
Freddie,
and,
I wish I saw you around more. You're a good dude.
I hope to see you around more soon. Are you going to be able to come on the program soon, too?
Yeah. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, you're gonna come on and bring your other friend, your jail friend?
Oh yeah, my Bobby wants to come on. We could do it. I don't know, whenever.
Next week?
We can do it next week. I think he'll be around. Bobby's
cool.
Bobby's intense. He's got. I don't think ADD is real, but if anyone has ADD, it's probably him.
But he's a safe guy.
Oh yeah, he's a rad dude. I trust him. I trust him around I've invited him into my home. He's not what you think. He's a convict.
Yeah, but we're saying this.
So am I.
That now that you're a jail person, I have to rethink. My thoughts on what jail people are.
Yeah, there's a lot of good jail people. There's a lot of really good jail people. I met a lot of really solid, honest dudes in there.
People make mistakes.
They do. It's easy to break the law in Thurston County. Did you know most lawyers, if they're from King County, will charge $3,000 more for a case to go to Thurston County just because the judges and cops and detectives up here are just such hard asses.
Wow, I did not know that.
Which is ironic because for the size this town is, we sure got a lot of fucking problems, as far as violence and drugs go. It doesn't seem like their system of angry dad incarceration, handing out felonies is working too well for him. So
I
we'll
think
see.
we get a lot of people from outside of the area in here every year, and a big influx of outsiders every time, and so it's hard to really control anything from within.
Yeah, it's hard to control people. But
Lots
once we're
of
augmented
outsiders.
with super intelligence, things will probably get a little bit easier.
Hey, thanks, Freddie. You have anything else you want to say today?
I can't think of anything right now, but I'll call you in the program if I think of something.
Great. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
There it goes. We're getting down to it. We're at the last about 5 minutes here.
Gotta give some shout outs.
Yeah.
Well, just one, I think. I told my girlfriend Eleanor I'd give her a shout out. I saw her at the coffee shop on my way here. She had some leggings on. She told me not to talk about the leggings, but she was wearing them. I mean, if she bought them, should expect people are going to talk about them. You know, they look nice on her, and they look nice in general. So.
Thanks, Eleanor. Yeah. So your shout-outs, or you have any more? Bobby? You shout out to Bobby anyway, even though he's not
We
here?
give a shout out to Bobby. Anybody who's watching right now, if they want to go to Burger King, I won't tell you which one because I don't want to give you too much information. I feel like maybe you could have some fun with it. You find Bobby and you sing him your favorite song. Maybe he'll make a beat for you on his phone. He's got a vocoder on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
He does some really cool shit. He makes some cool beats.
Do you get your phones in the jail there?
We were able to keep him in the outside lockers. I've only recently seen him make shit on his phone since he's been out. I got a new phone once, and I got the new iPhone. It's a lot like the old iPhone.
Yeah.
Nicer.
Did you get to keep your old one, or did you?
My old one, it's somewhere. I've got a giant shallow grave full of dysfunctional iPhones, and like I just have to keep moving.
But you keep paying monthly, so they give you a new one, right? Is that?
I don't know. It's all complicated. I'm on a family plan, but I paid for the phone, and I haven't had to dig a grave for it yet.
How long do they last you? I mean, do you keep breaking them, or they just stop working?
They stopped charging. The last one I bought was off of Craigslist from this cool dentist who said he liked rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
I invited him to a Family Stone show, and he never came.
Didn't like rock and roll that much, then?
Yeah, he's just kind of, I guess, a poser. He had a really nice office with a dog. Just this dog running around in this nice office. It was a cool contrast.
Oh, hey, it's one thing I forgot to mention. It's Magic Week this week. Do you have anything to say about Magic in general?
Only that I hope that you're talking about the card game and not the.
Could be anything.
Yeah, I'm into starting to play Magic the Gathering again. I haven't done it in a while. But I think maybe people believe in Magic a little too much in this town and not enough in the
Lots of stuff about the town. Hey, it's the end of the show. It's the last minute. Thanks, Ben. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Kenny.
Thanks. I guess you left a message. Thanks, Freddie. Thanks, Sam.
Sam, tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks, viewers. Keep watching the show, and you know, we're gonna be back. Maybe you want to get on the calendar again for the future. This is the calendar.
Yeah, we'll get on the calendar.
The next couple of weeks.
I'll bring Bobby.
We're pretty open.
I'll give you a call to figure out when he's gonna be free, because I don't know. I know my days, but I think we'll get it.
6,
Sam has
5,
a baby, I think.
4,
Yeah, it does.
3,
Congratulations.
2, 1.
Proud Daddy Sam.
Thanks, episode number and date. Thanks, TVs.
Thanks, Rocks.
Computers, thank you.
Thank you, computers.
Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, we're on there, check it out. And on the website, check that out too. Thanks, phones, call the number, leave a message, get on TV. Thanks, crew. Yeah, Ben, you're on the crew.
Oh, yeah, I'm on the crew.
Thanks.
Alright,
Motivated.com.
Oh, yeah.
TCTV, Psycho Feeling, thank you. Jordy E. Fabulous. Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. Viewers, that's you're watching, thank you. Hell yeah, dog. Bye-bye.